What's up, guys? I'm the Coffee Bean GM, and we've had a bit of a mess lately here. Let me walk into this room here. Everything's gonna be dark for a moment. But we just recently bought a new house. We had quite a huge mess when we were trying to get this place. We had our house on the market for almost 2 years. We had a house that was all set and ready to go. We were gonna close on it, and that ended up falling through because the people that were gonna buy our house before had some financial issues or something, and that fell through, and so we ended up waiting another year. Finally got it sold. This time around, everything went through. We got our new house, and we actually just moved in. So, one of the big things I want to do in finding a house is, I have myself and my wife, and then we have 3 kids. 2 of them are my daughters, and when they're in the bathroom, they're in there for hours. But we decided that we definitely had to have another bathroom, so we had to have a 2-bathroom, basically a 4-bedroom house, because we didn't want the kids all bunking together and everything like that. Everything worked out. We were able to find this place that I have here, and it actually has a half a finished basement. So one of the big things, or one of the big selling points for me, was be able to have a game room. So I'm going to do just a quick little before and after sort of video or maybe even a process as I go along and build this room. But I'm going to flip the camera around here and just kind of give a good view of what this room is, so people can get an idea. And that way in a little while, once we finish this room down here, I'm going to end up re-tearing everything apart and rebuilding it. And I should have a kick-ass game room, so let's see if I can flip this camera around here. Well, it looks like I had to do this in 2, but let's flip this around here and kind of back up a little bit. Let's do that. You can kind of come in here. We have, just our basic door. We need some definitely work and stuff here. But there's going to be a big dungeon door type thing I'm putting on the front way right here. Come through. This right here, it has a piece of glass kind of in the window at the moment. But that's actually going to be a bar. I'll show you that in just a minute. Come through. So we got the back end of this room, some really ugly lamps coming down. And, nothing super fancy. Kind of come around here. This is the back side, and it's the basics. I know it ain't much at the moment, but it's actually going to work out pretty well. So kind of give you an idea. This is the main entryway we come in. These are my awesome lamps that I have here at the moment. This little nook here in the corner, I'm going to be putting shelving all the way down through to hold all of my bookshelves and whatnot. Let me step back here. Then we have another little area in the back here. This is where my desk is going to be going. I'm going to do a built-in desk right here. And I should have 2 or 3 monitors and everything. That way when you guys see me running games, you're basically going to be looking at this back end of the room. And this is the back side. The floor needs to be epoxied. We're going to go through epoxy it, seal it, repaint it, so that looks all nice. Right over here is what is actually a bar. I started taking some of the wallpaper off. A little bit hard to see. But there's actually, down under here, it's a little shelving, but there's an outlet cord underneath there, and they had like a little tiny mini fridge under there, so I'm going to knock all that out and put in a better tiny fridge, probably even put in a kegerator or something. So I got some drinks. That room right there is actually just for the plumbing room to get into the bathroom that we have down in the basement, so that's going to be all closed off. They did have a water leak at one time, so there's some water damage I'm going to have to replace and tear out. All of this paneling here on the walls is coming. So let me back up here. So yeah, I'm going to be tearing apart this entire wall from here, right where that window is, basically all the way around this room. Swing around here to the other side. All of this paneling is coming off. I'm going to be putting new insulation in, and all these side walls I'm going to end up putting just a drywall up, or moisture resistant drywall. And for this wall here in the back, let me kind of step back a little bit so you can see here. I am going to do what's called a pallet wall, and it's basically just going to be using old pallets or barnwood and doing slats from left to right all the way across this wall, giving it some texture, all different shades of wood and stuff, so give it a very homey, sort of modern, tavernish sort of look, I suppose. So this is what it looks like right now, but it'll be quite nice. Let me kind of spin around to the other side so you can kind of see the doorway. I do have a closet. I'll be able to store a bunch of closet stuff in there. And right there we have our basic doorway. I'm going to be building a dungeon door type thing on. So I'll keep giving you guys updates and let you know how everything goes. So You guys keep rolling them dice and have a good one.